This is absolutely incredible. I actually have a clutch of eggs that is actually just a normal ball python that was bred to a banana fire spinner blast. So that was a banana, it's a pastel, it's a fire, it's a pinstripe, and it's a spider. And this is what's pretty amazing. I saw this in the egg right now. That's right, these are two babies. That's right, they're twins in the eggs. How absolutely incredible is that? Now these eggs actually pipped out on their own. I didn't cut them or anything like that. So when I woke up this morning and checked the incubator room, I saw two little heads poking out, and it looks like they're both banana fire spinners, which is really cool. That's even crazier because a lot of times when you get twins, it's more paternal twins than it is identical twins. In this case, it looks like these guys may actually be identical twins, and they are ready to come out. What do you say we just see if we can get them out? As long as they don't have a yolk sac, they can come right out of the egg. And you can see they certainly are a lot smaller than a normal ball python. Look at how small. They're so small, I almost wonder if there's a third baby in here. There's one little baby. Again, looks like no yolk sac. Looks like they're completely fine right there. And here is the other baby. And sure enough, these two babies are banana fire spinner blast. How crazy is that? This is the first time I think I've ever had a mutation like this that are an all gene. These are both 5 gene animals. So the fact that you hit one 5 gene animal is pretty crazy, but to hit two 5 gene animals in the same egg as twins, that's the first time I've ever had that happen. But look at how absolutely cute and adorable it is. A typical ball python hatches out at about 50 to 75 grams. These guys are certainly probably maybe 15 or 20 grams, so they're small. But I have had really good success with twins as far as eating fuzzies and growing really big. But look at how absolutely adorable these two little snakes are. I mean, they are so unbelievably cute. Oh my gosh. And to give you an idea, this is actually a banana fire pinstripe here. Look at the difference in the size of these guys. This is the one in the egg, and this is the twins right here. Unbelievable. So we got a little banana fire pinstripe, and then it looks like we have just a normal spider ball python here, and then right here we actually have a spinner ball python, which would be a pinstripe and a spider. And then we have a couple little babies still in the egg right here. Not sure exactly what they're gonna be. I was just super excited to start my day with twins. How freaking cool is that? Kind of have a little bit of a situation here. Actually was cleaning Cronus, the reticulated python, the titanium. I had him in a holding bin right here, and I got sidetracked for the last couple hours, and I kind of forgot about him. Came back down, he was gone. So, to be honest with you, it's a 9-foot snake, not that terribly difficult to hold. And listen, it happens, and that's why this building is completely sealed where you can't get out. As a matter of fact, the basement is sealed where you can't get out of the basement. But so he was pretty easy to find underneath the freezer. Let's go ahead and try to get him. He's not exactly the happiest snake, and I have a feeling this might be a little bit of a problem. So now the difficult part is trying to figure out how to get him out of here. I don't even know where his head is. Definitely not a good situation. There's his tail. Oh, there's his head. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's not easy. Oh. My concern is that once he starts to strike, then I'm going to be in real trouble. I don't know what's going to happen here, so bear with me. I don't want to hurt it either, so I want to be as gentle as I possibly can be. And I think we're okay. And he seems to be pretty mellow right now. Like I said, he's a little bit of a cantankerous snake, but maybe a little wandering walkabout made him happy, right? So we'll get him back in his enclosure. Again, my mistake turned out to be really easy. I thought I was going to get some trouble for sure. So, hey, listen, Cronus is beautiful, by the way. I don't admire him nearly as much as I should. That's a beautiful snake. Again, just goes to show you, no matter how long you've been doing things, definitely make sure that you always double check and check and check and check, because hey, listen, we have things set up here where if he gets out, we can find him. In the house, it may be a completely different thing, or getting out of the house or something like that. So even I have to admit that times I make mistakes, right? So let's go ahead, get him back as an enclosure, and call this one good. So Jay has himself a busy day. You excited?
Super excited.
Exactly. First birthday party's in the house. You've got birthday parties, you've got sloth experiences.
I've got like 2 or 3 of those.
And
another birthday party, a tour, and then another tour, and then we open.
Oh my gosh. So it's going to be a fun day. So let's jump into the first birthday party. Oh, and welcome to the vlog, Reptile Army. I hope the start of your day is amazing. Can you go over to reptilearmy.com? You guys know it's the movement that is it's awesome. It's about you guys being our foot soldiers out there teaching people about reptiles. We have new designs dropping this coming week, so you guys can get some new stuff. We've got 4th of July stuff coming, so going to be a lot of cool stuff. Again, 10% of the proceeds go to USARK, 90% of the proceeds go to education, so go to reptilearmy.com. Just at my home incubator, bring in a bunch of eggs over to the incubator. So basically what I do, a lot of times I'll leave eggs and an incubator at the shop till I get a bunch, and then I bring them here. So I've been kind of lazy with it, have a bunch of clutches, so let's go ahead and load them in. So we have 95 clutches in here, starting with chronologically, these are the first clutches. You can see a baby is hatching here. That's one of the clutches we already cut and put back in. And then they kind of chronologically go this way right here. So again, 95 clutches in here, probably about another 70 clutches to go. So we should be getting pretty full. But again, they hatch out like this and then go down like this and hatch all the way down here. So definitely a good year, excited about it. And yeah, love filling up the incubator. And while I'm home, I might as well check on my koi fish that I got from Ohio Fish Rescue. They look amazing in the pond. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Look at this guy over here. They're all swimming around. They're eating all the stuff on the ground. They're eating like crazy. So it's only been a day since I put them in, but I tell you what, they are looking amazing. I love this pond, and I tell you, it's definitely a very tranquil place to sit in the backyard, just kind of watch the fish and stuff like that. So yeah, so all right, back to the shop. A little history lesson for you guys with the albino Nelson's milk snakes. Of course, Nelson's milk snakes are a Lamprepeltis triangulum nelsoni. These are a Central American milk snake, absolutely wonderful. And typically they, of course, are black, red, and yellow. And this, of course, is an albino. The albino Nelson's milk snake, I believe, was the second albino tricolor that ever came on the market. The first one was actually an albino Ruthveni, and then a guy named Doug Moody actually spontaneously produced albino Nelson's milk snakes. This was back in the mid-90s, and they were all the rage. Colubrids were just kind of popping a little bit. People were into it. People were paying $1,000 for the albino Ruthveni, and when the Nelsons came out, because they were just really a cooler animal than the Ruthveni, they actually sold for $2,000 a piece. And this was, again, one of the first kind of investment quality colubrids that really popped, because back then colubrids were all like $100 or less for the most part. And the fact that there was actually a $2,000 albino snake was pretty darn amazing. Then there was a guy named 7 Generations that did all the marketing, and he was the one that really pushed that market, and it was absolutely exploding. Shortly thereafter, we brought in the albino Honduran milk snakes that sold for $3,000 a piece. So really, the Nelsons are really kind of a real big responsibility for the growth of the marketplace, much like albino ball pythons, piebald pythons, albino Burmese were for the python world. These were the ones that really set off the colubrid world and investment world. So definitely really cool to be working with them. And again, now they're not that expensive, between $150 and $200 at the most, sometimes even a little cheaper. Nevertheless, really cool animals, and I love the fact that the history of these animals is so awesome. So there you go, your history lesson. So I'm excited that the twins actually climbed out of their eggs. I mean, look at how absolutely adorable are. They're definitely little tiny ball pythons, but they are adorable. And you know, when it comes to twin snakes, basically there's two things, just like people, right? There's going to be identical twins, and then there's going to be fraternal twins. So basically what ends up happening with identical twins is that one sperm basically fathers both animals, right? So during the zygote stage, they split into actual twins, and that's what these guys are here, identical twins. But there's also the fraternal twins, that basically it means that 2 sperm fertile eggs, and they're supposed to actually be 2 different eggs, so 2 different babies are supposed to hatch, but it actually form in one egg, and then they hatch out. And when those hatch out, you can have 2 completely different mutations and everything. You can have a normal ball python and an albino ball python in the same egg, and that would be, of course, the fraternal twins. In this case, of course, they're identical twins, and again, this is a 5-bang mutation. So again, the chance of having 2 5-bang mutations just randomly in the egg on a fraternal is probably pretty rare. So it's pretty cool to finally produce some identical twins when it comes to baby ball pythons, and they are absolutely adorable. I'm sure these guys are going to eat smaller meals, obviously, than their siblings, but in no time they'll probably catch up, and I'm super excited about it. And to even further the fact that they're identical twins, they are both boys, right? So if there was a boy and a girl, then I'd say, hey, maybe we just hit this astronomical odds that they were actually fraternal, but both had the same mutations. So I think this is definitely a case of identical twins in the snakes for sure. Next up, we've got our first sloth encounter. You excited? You guys excited?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's awesome. All right, good. Have fun, guys. guys ready for another colubrid clutch? It's been a minute since we pulled a colubrid clutch, and by the way, I've been saying, you know, we have all our clutches over on Patreon. If we don't pull them on the vlog, we'll be pulling them on Patreon. But this is actually a Plebling clutch, and certainly we're going to pull some here on the vlog because I love pulling eggs. But like I had mentioned, don't want to bore you guys with too many egg pullings. This is actually a Plebling milk snake. Definitely looked like she laid a lot of eggs, so she's a little depleted, you know what I mean? And it's always interesting to see that. Some females seem to be like, they put all their energy into egg production. Some, they lay and you almost don't see that they're laying. So I'm imagining a pretty good clutch, and yes, it certainly is. For that little girl, that's a pretty big clutch of eggs. Again, Plebling milk snakes, absolutely amazing milk snakes. Really easy to work with, really easy to breed. Double clutch, really easy, so I love it. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 absolutely wonderful eggs, and we're literally like maybe less than a week away from our first colubrids actually hatching. I think it was a high white, black and white Cal King is the first clutch of the year, so we're gonna have baby snakes before you know it, and then when they start hatching, whoo doggy, we're gonna have lots and lots of baby little danger noodles.
I need that bat. Up. Oh, yeah. Go up. Come on, go up. And, yum. Good boy. The tongue's needed, right? Because you're a good boy. Come on. This way. Oh, my goodness. You're getting lazy. There you go. Grab one. Little treat. He always gives me some exercise too, because I've been sitting around for a few months. I need to get rid of it. Come on. Wash my hand, Cooper.
Excited. Remember a few weeks ago when we opened up those wall fatheads of chopsticks, the two-headed turtle, and a couple other things? Well, we got some more samples in, and we're kind of dialing these in. And again, we really want to get to a point where we can actually sell these to you guys if you guys are interested. Obviously, all the ambassador animals, maybe some other generic animals, and maybe, hey, even you could send us a picture of your animals, and we could make this basically, you know, a big kind of sticker decal on the wall. The thing that's really nice about these guys is you can actually take them off the wall and replace them. So we actually took off the two-headed turtle chopsticks off the wall because we've got salt in these, and we think that, hey, why not put salt on the wall by the salt tank? You know, that makes the most sense. And then we ended up putting chopsticks in the bathroom, believe it or not. So that's a little weird. But anyways, I'm excited to see how these turn out. And again, you know, hopefully we can continue to just kind of keep going on this. So this is Nova here. Obviously, that looks amazing. Take a look at that. And it's already cut out. So basically all you do is you just put this on the wall and you peel it as you stick. And then, like I said, you can always peel it off the wall and stick it on another wall later on. This is the one we're going to do today. Is this? Oh my gosh, that turned out so sick. That, of course, is Salty. You guys know that. So we're going to hang this where Chopsticks was by Salt's tank and see if it goes. I am so excited about this for sure. And then again, we have actually smaller sizes as well. This is Flamin' Hot Cheeto. And again, we're just going to keep on going with this, guys. So again, we're going to launch it. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in these guys, and we'll put these hopefully on a website within the next week or two, and you guys can order them online. And again, we're trying to work out the deals where maybe you can send us pictures of yours and do customs. Not sure if we're doing that yet, but a lot of different ambassador animals. Let's go ahead and hang Salty up on the wall. Alright, so I definitely think this is a lot more appropriate. I mean, I love the two-headed turtle there. I thought it was cool, but now people can know this is the way to go to Salt, and that's where it is. So I think it looks cool. It's a flying albino alligator. Twin snakes are always awesome. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video and you enjoy egg cutting, here's a playlist of egg cutting galore you can check out. On this side, do me a favor, hit that subscription button. It'd mean a lot to me. Have an absolutely wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to somebody, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.